there is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall
Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill across the globe. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafomefo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State. He is the man who has assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but you will. The truth is almost upon you. I am George ONYIBE, and I'm from Abo, Anyoma province, to be precise, in Delta State, Biafra land. I want to use this opportunity, as customary demand, to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government, headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, deputized by our sister Rita Nebogo, and of course you have our brother Uche Nasibu, aka Umiumiu, in charge of Homeland Affairs, and you have of course Mazuchuka Fomefo, who is in charge of information and communication. You have Dr. Okado, of course the moderator in charge of the parliamentary or the advisory body. You have Ikenawan Onenyi, a member of the de facto customary government, in fact one of the strongest mind behind the code of governance. You have Ogono, you have Onyiyo, you have Edaunyale, and so numerous to mention. And please, if I skip your name this evening, I ask for apology. You are deserved to be praised. You are worthy to be acknowledged. You have walked when you should have been hiding. You stand to protect the overall interests of the Biafran people. This is what really counts. All of you, both the ones I know their name, both the ones I don't know their name, I just want to tell you this evening that Biafrans truly appreciate your enormous sacrifice and positive contribution to this very quest to restore Biafra. Of course, I move on to acknowledge members of the de facto, Biafra Nations Alliance, BNA. These are men who would have run when other people stood their ground. These are men who would have hidden themselves, and of course they are afraid of death. But we really cannot run away from this. Death is inevitable. It must come to everyone. That is why the Bible says it is appointed unto man to die once, not 2 times. And I will assure you that death is just the beginning. And so if we have to die, it is glorious and honorable that we choose how it's going to end. This is the decision we have made. And of course, we do not have covenant with death, and so we are not going anywhere. I begin to acknowledge members of the administrators, all the administrators across the globe, Awele, Udugu himself, and of course, Maze Paul Okinkwo, Okumokum, so numerous to mention. Maze Okinkwo, and other men and women, our daddy in the Lord. I just don't know. All your names are jumping in my head. Agongwanye, Ada Biafra, all of you, our media, our board of trustees, every genuine member of the Biafra nation, you highly appreciated. I wish this is about the trophy. I would have been involved in the craftsmanship that will make such trophy. But it's not about trophy. It's not about honor. It's not about the glory. It's not about the pride. It's about the people who face annihilation, who are almost extinct without their knowledge. It's about a people who are the most endangered species of Homo sapiens here on earth. And I would say it is a honor that in a time like this, we will fall upon those who will stand on behalf of our people. And we do that with pride. I thank all of you. I will move on to acknowledge the indigenous people of Onande Kano. Osetiana o adi amama. Asenonecha gwarubusi o busi gwaronecha. Mano set ya no we chokema. All you do is you come on social media, you insult everybody, you twist every word, you lie. Kai! The issue of devil is being reconsidered in heaven because of our indigenous people of Nnamdi. Each time you lie, Satan will call the attention of heaven and say, Jesus, for this small sin of pride, look at what you did to me. What of I punk? What are they doing? And so if you see Satan in heaven on that last day, don't be surprised. Because some of you have lied more than the devil. Some of you have blackmailed more than the devil. Some of you are evil worse than the devil. I'm talking to indigenous people of Nnamdi. Things are not the way they used to be. China Samuru, the stage is set. Send more recruits. Most people who I see that comes on my platform to insult me, I see most of them, they are ignorant. They don't even know what they are doing. When they come, they see somebody say idiot, they will follow and say idiot. They say somebody animal, they will follow and say animal. That is why we are like this. They claim to be very intelligent. But all the intelligent, you are ruled by somebody who didn't go to school. One Nigerian supposedly will just go and read Arabic alphabet, and then he begin to answer Harari and doctorate degree. He rules all of us. And then sometimes we should be ashamed to ascribe any education, academical qualification attached to our name. Anyway, I will stop there. Indigenous people of Nnamdi begin to curse, begin to insult. This is your curse. This is your course. Swim in it. But never forget that I am your destiny and I am your doom. Of course, I will not fail to extend our profound greetings, gratitude to those men and women out there. You may not be connected to us directly, but somewhere along the line you identify with us in this struggle. Believe me, it's not easy for the people of Biafra, honestly. We understand you're praying for us. And you should also know that our prayers are with you. In any way you have contributed to the progress of this project, Biafra Restoration Project, financially, morally, spiritually, physically, financially, or all the wise, I pray the Creator Himself will recompensate you with those things you do not have. And so I must move on this hour to acknowledge the Creator. I have to observe this protocol because it's important. Oshubarere o, Oshubarere o, Obata ori, tawo níṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Oshubarere o, Oshubarere o, Baba mímọ́. Oshubarere o, Obata ori, tawo níṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Oshubarere o. He said. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we'll go to study this evening. There is so much to do in a time like this. We understand our limitation as a result of our inability to get our relay station up and running across Biafra land. I must encourage Biafrans wherever you are. You can dedicate yourself, take the responsibility, go to your village, make sure that they are receiving this signal. There is a lot of atrocity. There is a lot of conspiracy against our people. We must be ready to checkmate them one after the other. And this success can only be recorded if this message gets to our people. So do not relent. Do not sit back. Let us leave the judgment. Let us leave the outcome of our sacrifice and everything we are doing here on this platform under that name Biafra. Let's leave it for the Creator. And so I will encourage you, Send the audio to somebody who send it to another person to somebody. If you feel it is too long, edit it. Fast forward it. Focus on the one that favors you. Have we not been deceived enough? Our topic this evening is simply titled Conspiracy Theory on the Current Agitation for the Restoration of Biafra. Conspiracy Theory on this current agitation for the restoration of Biafra. Conspiracy theory, I will want to define it from a literal point of view, which means a theoretical explanation for an event or situation that invokes a sinister and powerful groups, often political in motivation, an attempt to change the narratives. In an attempt to change the narratives. Now, if I speak all this big English, our mama they know they understand. And so once in a while, when I am being led, I go speak pidgin English. Make una fit understand. I talk about what in ONYIBE they call conspiracy theory. This conspiracy theory, where they affect or where concern the Biafra restoration project, how we won't get our country back. Now we won't look into this evening. The thing where they call conspiracy theory, now that one where some people go back, then can't say, then won't do like this and then no one do like this. Some group of people go manufacture one idea, if it be lie, if it be true, then go manufacture and then go push and say, na so it be, na so it be. You self go agree. If it be true, if it no be true. Now, group of people, they carry this theory. This group of people, in most cases, then they very powerful. They feel use them in influence politics. They feel do them in such a way, and say, you go control politics of the day. You go control government of the day. You go control individual. You go affect our life positively or negatively. It depends on the truth where we know about that very matter. I make them all the thing where they don't talk about Biafra, all the thing where they go do about Biafra, but the ones where they think say they won't do, but the ones where they never do, but the one where we they suspect, we won't push all of them to now small, make on the reason them so that they no go take on our way. Because now be the thing where they really want to do. Nothing else. There has been mixed feeling and reaction about the current condition of the restoration project as regarding Biafra. Most people being sentimental, others emotional, and majority deceptive, leaving the genuine Biafrans on a position or the genuine issue regarding any matter. They leave the genuine Biafra under cover just to keep them off guard. We dey talk about Biafra all the time. We dey talk about Biafra, how Biafra go be, how Biafra go be. These people hide, then they talk lie, then they manufacture lie, then they plan, they conspire against the people. Then no one make you know wetin dey happen. The reason that no one make you know wetin dey happen as a Biafra, now so that then go fit catch you when ONYIBE say off guard. When you dey sleep, then go just catch you, green. You no go fit do anything. You no go fit resist. Now what thing that they try to do be that. So today, we don't hear countless reports of waiting happen. IPOB do. Indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. Then go one village, then burn motorcycle, say waiting that they do outside. They must stay at home. And so Biafra go be. This one no be conspiracy, no be theory. This one are waiting happen. We they come back for where we start from. They burn many motor. We don't say they no kill anybody. And they stop to they kill people openly because Biafrans don't they complain. You kill police, you kill Igbo people. You kill civil defense, na Igbo people. You kill civil servant, na Igbo people. You come market, everybody na Igbo people you dey kill. I believe say this cry now made them can't leave people. But then they injure some of them. Oh. Then they injure some. I know they talk Fulani Janja widow. I know they talk of our sow. And they tell you waiting in and they cannot turn the brain of our children into. One small boy then carry gun, give and tire. You can't shoot another another It there for Facebook now. Small picking will go there like 6 years. Then they give and gun, they shout another I hope are they ready to dance this music because they done the set to Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwilio. Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwilio. Ekwensu abata ogbagara abata o. Onye neme meme o yakpo Chineke kobia o. Now, up to the extent, supposedly moral father, papa will say he get sense, don't carry him Pekin. In Pekin will be like 6 years old. Put her for Facebook, give and gone, teach her how to rob, give and gone. And then there's a formidable next generation. Next generation. I will not say some things. Let me allow the next generation to have their say. And you are happy, formidable. That is what you are teaching your children. The home I come from. You look as if you are not a responsible parent when you even allow your children to play with toy gun. I remember some time ago, my mother bought us toy gun during the Christmas time with disco light. And when my father came back from work, and he said to my mother, "Oh, 4 toys in the market. Is it the toy gun you can buy for these children?" My mother said, "It doesn't mean they are not killed. They are killed now. You got to leave them." My father said, "No. It could influence them." I really don't understand. But now I understand better. We know they fear to carry gun. No be today, nyash day for back. We know they fear to carry gun. But who will they carry gun for? Our mama and our papa, our brothers and our sister, our cousins and our nephew. Who will they carry gun for? Who will they carry on for? I know they understand what they happen. Like as I they talk today, when I don't hear them. Now the canoe and follow and say, "Oh, una must to sit down for house. Una go sit down for house. Make una no come out. Make we show Nigeria say wetin that they do to now the canoe no good. No be only now the canoe no suffer self. PDP brush am up. After PDP brush am up, him be their campaign manager for many years. He joined IPOB. He John Wazurike, Raphael Wazurike brush him up. After Raphael brush him up finish, then he hijack IPOB. As he hijack IPOB from there, he becomes chairman, he becomes supremacy. But most of them I don't know. Not be only in them do. He never suffer now. Then pursue the king of their community. All Jesus Okalo make him papa king. So then they enjoy this Nigeria more than anybody. He tell all of them to come out for police and army. He go begin to pay on 2 months advance salary. But his sister see the Nigerian police. Then they follow enjoy Nigeria now. Nigerian to bring initiative of integration and assimilation. Let them make peace. United Nigerian youth. Then carry on the Kanoale Nonyama. Take them all around the world. Give them millions. So it not be only in suffer. But the truth be say Nigeria don't do us bad. Obodo Nigeria, Obodo wana po Nigeria, one manyaro. The evil, he don't too much say we can't get used to them. The evil when Nigeria they do us, it be like say na part of life. It be like say it dey normal. My brother and my sister, I know they normal. You know they normal. But he get some gossip, talk, he get some arrangement where they don't do for back. When he be say we need to open our eye, we need to know what thing they happen so that we go engage these people. We go talk to these people. We go really need to renegotiate them. Now my father or my grandfather then with go on then get issue now. Why then they stand unto us? Why then go take our life from us? We don't like them. We don't like them. And I make Nigeria, they no agree to accept anything when we tell them say we want. So now we come together. We say make we get leader. Because then they say we no get leader, we no get leader. Whether they lie, whether they talk true, I don't know. Now all of them be the conspiracy theory. Make we use our tongue, count our teeth. Whether we get leader true. We pick our brother Nnamdi Kanu. Now you go be our leader. He no get cloth, he no pay house rent, he no now Baba they do for London. We carry our money, we brush and we do and make it look well, fine like a leader. He can't turn to God. Today now, in the go court. So for him to go court, you must sit down. I hope that tomorrow you sit at home. But make we ask ourselves question. Now sit at home be the Biafra way we they look for. Ordinary to talk to one person we get power to begin to look inside our matter and begin to consult people we feel look inside our matter. We never contact one person. We never talk to one person. Now one drama or the other we they do. Sometimes they say, oh, they challenge Buhari. Hey, Buhari knows. Yeah, Buhari are. Now so we they shout from year to year. This year don't start again after we shout last year. Oh, waiting and start now. Court way, hey we court way. Hey, he never change in pant you. Give a new trouser. Oh, hey we. Then don't start again. You go there here. This year go finish. That is why waiting we want teach you now. Waiting we want make on our eyes see too plenty. Before I go continue, all of you will never register. You be south man and southeast man. You never register for election. Go register. Oh. No mistake, Amo. I no be PDP. I no be APC. In fact, download this part. Edit them. Ndi ponko. Make you tell them say they work for political party. It's okay. But for people where they reason, use your tongue and count your teeth. Go register all your children, even the one where you carry for belly, go register all of them. Make them get their PVC. Now they are right. Go register them. E get wetin we want to do. We no fit tell you for here. Raimeka we dey tell you all the time. Look for Biafra Nation Alliance, join. Look for de facto customary government of Biafra, join. Look for other pro-Biafran group wey no dey happy with our condition as a people. Join. Get your PVC. In less than 2 years, it's time done the count already. Go get them. They no go tell you. Nigeria no go tell you anything now. They go keep quiet. Now when you remain 1 week, they go now say, if you don't do it, you will not go to school. It's going to be your ATM card. It's going to now go be your registration. Then all of us begin run. Before you know, they say you don't close. Make una go get on a PVC. This one no be era, then go say we no go vote. Onye to vote on Awusa. Onye o many when PVC anaku Awusa. You need it. And then at the end of the day, then go collect money. After they collect money, they will now tell you say you can now vote. You go come the run. But you not get PVC. So how can you vote? Don't be waiting, I won't talk to you. I just they try to clear on our mind. As they enter my mind, I go they tell on her. Make on begin to prepare our mind. Because this war, this issue, this condition, this position when it be say we did today, if anybody try to menge the matter, make it favor them, make it look good, make it be like say they defend any interest. When no be the interest of all of us, my brother. We don't ready gidigba. We full for ground, they wait for the outcome. And as it they happen, we go they tell on her, Shebi will tell you. Shebi will tell you. So today, the only news where we get concerning our place, now say news say them bomb motor, them break house, them scatter market. He got the video where we won't play. But I don't fit bring and come for screen for some technical issue. That's now unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen are also people. Abi, no be Fulani, Abi na Yoruba. They can't come for Igbo market come they kill everybody. Yoruba and Hausa come they kill Igbo people. If we see you outside, say you no go respecting Nnamdi Kanu, we go kill you. They come they scatter market. I be not be Yoruba and Hausa. Now person, brother, and I go tell and say man to the smell where no big console. Now the thing where we achieve today. So now I make on this evening, we say make we take time, look into some matter where they affect us as a people under this conspiracy theory, under this they say, under this now waiting they won't do, under this their plan, their secret plan, agenda, so that they no go fit catch us off guard. Some of the things we they tell on her before now. Some people say, and they go say you be gossiper. Because they no want make you talk. Only money he be money up over here. They no want make you talk. And they catch all of una big time mugu. And the people who they catch mugu, some na lawyer, some na doctor, some get to a degree, some na then get doctorate degree. They read book, all their head in a big book. Now they can't way no go school, catch all of them mugu. Some na keke na pepper driver, some na uguaja, some na tinker. All of them, catch everybody. They catch all of them mugu. Why? Because then they hide the real truth for now. And now we don't come to a position where we know, say, now, we go tell our people all the truth. The one way we no fit tell them, we no go talk about them, we go create the atmosphere where the result go talk about them. So make we review them, make we know wetin dey happen. Number one, where we want look into today now, is why did Nnamdi Kanu deny being a member of IPOB? Nnamdi Kanu go court today. He get 2 courts today. One of them na Abuja, where they go review or respond to additional 15-count charge where Nigerian government put on top of Nnamdi Kanu. The person where they in charge of the matter tell them to come back today, then go. Of course, then get another one for Abia State where Nnamdi Kanu sue Nigeria. Say no jump bail. Say they won't kill him, now make him run. And now be the truth. Now be the thing will happen. We say Nigeria know they obey law. Nigeria now zoo. Nigeria now constitution. All of a sudden, Nigeria will know they obey law. Then give Nnamdi Kanu justice. Because waiting happen for Abia State today High Court show say Nigeria they do justice sometime. So they say make them give Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion naira and make them tell and say sorry. True, Nnamdi Kanu dey in Papa house, but you know they has that deal. He hide some of our brother and sister. We say we no go gree. It's another savior. Then they for a house. Nigeria may come enter, begin shoot everybody. Some say na 20 die, some say na 40. But the dead body where me I see with my eye, it pass 200 though. The people where get broken leg, broken hand, we hide them inside different community from Kalabari to Okereka. Every coastal region, we hide all of them there. Because if they come to southeast, make some evil people no go they point their hand. We hide them there. But not be waiting with the talk. Then kill our people. They're not supposed to do them. Nigeria no feed do them to Yoruba, they no feed do them to Hausa. But all of these things are testing ground. At the end of the day, now the Kanu, we evacuate them. You don't go court now. People they say, oh, 1 billion naira. How many people then kill? Since we begin following now the Kanu, how many people don't die? You want to tell me, say their life value now 1 billion naira? 1 billion naira where all these politicians picking them use the organize one night party less than 6 hours, then blow 1 billion naira. Now we they rejoice for. Are they happy? Say then give us justice. But the conspiracy theory when I never they count on be saying now this justice way than the project will be fake will no exist. Now then go use Blantown of Abuja. If all of them no team together to kill our people. Make a leave for them first because we go to tell on as small as them come. Now coming back to the first one where we did look at. On the court for Abuja, the court call on the Kano today. The court tell and say you will not the Kano. You don't see all the charge where we put for your head, say now you do. Now the Kano say no be me do am. I no do anyone. You don't do anyone. Now make I try play one audio. The audio, you go hear waiting the lawyer talk, and we go continue explanation from there. Because our people need to know the truth. You know, say when Mazio B they come online yesterday, they try to talk something. But of course, we they use wisdom. They bring us some matter. Notice say we don't know what we they do. And we do like say we don't know what they happen. Because we want make them come out very well. We they wait for them. Anywhere where then they go, we did the junction, they wait for them. Make it here waiting Nigerian lawyer talk about the Kano. Respond as a lawyer, then take advice and make it answer Nigeria concerning that 15 count charge. Make we hear before we continue.
And the prosecution is ready to go on. All our the charge this morning, which borders on the jurisdiction of the court, and the court in its usual magnanimity acceded to the fact that those applications need to be taken. What I want to tell Nigerians is that and the prosecution is ready to go on. All our gadgets is already, we are ready, all our witnesses are already in court. But we were ambushed by an application for bail and indeed another application seeking to quash the charge this morning, which borders on the jurisdiction of the court. And the court in its usual magnanimity acceded to the fact that those applications need to be taken before we proceed. And what I want to tell Nigerians is that we are fully ready. And one thing that is very interesting that Nigerians should be looking out for is the fact that one of the counts suggesting that the defendant Nnamdi Kanu is a member of IPOB, and he vehemently denied being a member of IPOB. That is very curious, and we urge Nigerians to see us through how we are going to prove all those charges against the defendants in no time to come. And those are
now, I don't know waiting the lawyer talk. He said they don't present the charges against Nnamdi Kanu for court. The judge or magistrate say they no go continue the case until they hear the counter motion when it be say Nnamdi Kanu lawyer then right. The Nigerian lawyer can say waiting can shock him. Be say Nnamdi Kanu deny say he no be member of IPOB. Now make you know the truth too. Nnamdi Kanu no say no be IPOB member or he no be IPOB leader. But all the charges where they put for him head, he say he no guilty, he no do anyone. And if he no do anyone, now be say he no be IPOB member. Because some IPOB people say he didn't say it with his mouth. He didn't say it with his mouth. Now, make we take time. Make we go read those 15 count charge. Make her bring them down in such a way when it be say God will help all of us. Make we understand them. Number one there, they tell Nnamdi Kanu say, now you get Radio Biafra where they broadcast, where you use they intimidate people, they threaten people. Now they can say no be me get Radio Biafra. That be number one thing. Number two, the Radio Biafra make bank people and people will get shop and businesses to close their activity for Southeast. because of Biafra, Radio Biafra. Now the Kanu say no, but then they share picture every day now. We are sitting at home. When you sit at home, bank they work. When you sit at home, people they market. But then now the Kanu say no, we no do amo. I think saying our right to civil disobedient. Now they deny. Make we continue. Nigeria they do wayo with the look now. Politicians they use our life do mago with the look now. You be ignorant person, you they follow them, they our life with the look now. You be pastor, you want member, you they use us, they sell us with the look you. You be blogger, you want to get crowd for your platform, and so you they follow them, they talk like with the look now. I don't know how we prepare. We go to the next one. Number 3. You Nnamdi Kanu, you can't use your mouth tell them say now you be the leader of IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu say no. Go look number 3 charge count against Nnamdi Kanu among the 15. Number 3, then tell and say Nnamdi Kanu, you use your mouth to talk say now you be the leader of IPOB. He said no be me no be me IPOB bingo and zombie. Una go soon find una leader. Maybe not see me on it, but Nnamdi Kanu don't deny all of una. Go read count 3 well. Now make that Awusa Fulani Janja with the lawyer. Can they say the way he denied vehemently, the way he denied vigorously, the way he denied, it is very curious. That is then can they fear say Nnamdi Kanu can lie like this? Make we continue to read the charge quick. Number 4. Say with the Radio Biafra, you Nnamdi Kanu tell your member and member of the public, you incite them, you make them begin kill security personnel. Nnamdi Kanu say no, I not talk anything like that oh. But then Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB bingo, including a lawyer, they don't know say Nigeria get all the audio, make petrol bomb, throw nail on the road. Once the entire puncture, they will run inside the bush. When they run inside the bush, take their gun and kill them, and then kill another one, then you kill another one, you continue to kill them. There are not many. We outnumber them. They can't sustain this war. He say no bimo. Now in twin brother they for Casablanca. I thought it's our right to civil disobedient. Or Setiana. We're telling people we want to engage the global community through the preamble of law. We say make we tell the world our condition. We don't do gra for this thing fight war. We know the damage where this war cause. We never feel settle them. Correct the issue regarding her. No be say we dey fear for war. We not go feel make mistake for the same road at the same time. No. We cannot make this mistake for the second time until we don't check waiting a carry. It no make sense. We start waiting, we no go fee end. Already we don't start many things where we no go fee end. How they come? Then ask them again. Say you Nnamdi Kanu through Radio Biafra, you tell them to kill family of security personnel. He said, no, I no talk so. Through the same Radio Biafra Nnamdi Kanu, you incite the public to attack police. Now if you check number 6 and number 4, now the same thing. Now be that one where their lawyer they say some of the charges are repetition. Now be that one who they talk now. Number 7, through Radio Biafra, you Nnamdi Kanu, you can't make the public, make them keep police officers. Sorry, you don't read that one. 8. Through Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, you encourage the proscribed group to bomb police. He said, no, I no talk so. You Nnamdi Kanu, you tell your member of the public, may they no vote for Anambra election. He said, no, we no talk so. You Nnamdi Kanu, you destroy police facility. He said, no, we no try am. You Nnamdi Kanu, you threaten public not to come out on 31st of May 2021. He said, no, I no talk so. You Nnamdi Kanu, you incite member to stage a violence revolution. He said, "Na lie o, I no talk like that o. You Nnamdi Kanu, you tell members to burn down government property." He said, "Na lie o, I no talk that one." Number 14, you Nnamdi Kanu, you tell your member make them destroy transport system for Lagos. And the number 15, you Nnamdi Kanu illegally import radio Biafra transmitter inside Nigeria. Now, if you see this number 15, now there they use tie rope for in waist between the first count charges in the first trial and this very one. And make una no dey surprise. Before this matter go finish, then go arrange another count charge. Come give Nnamdi Kanu. Now we know how it's going to end. Now because they call a conspiracy theory, but the truth be say, the people where they involved for this game, whether they use the blood of our people, they fuel, then too many. We know one day in a hurry to call anybody name, to make ascension, to make allegation. We want to create the stage for them. Make them they dance naked in the marketplace. We they look them. My people, they know they stay one place, they look masquerade. So where you look from the angle where you dey, try look from another stage. My people, when sansan too plenty for soup, blind person go know. Check the sansan where they pour for your soup, whether I done too much. No pretend like say you don't know. Because one way or the other, now we will go suffer this thing where they tell you. Now I ask una say, una don't consider if una they cannot deny say no be IPOB member. Una don't consider, una never try to find out waiting this man won't gain to deny his IPOB. I am a very powerful man. I control over 2 million people around the globe. If I say I am powerful and that is because I am the leader of IPOB, he deny all of una. When I don't try to find out what in day in mind, when I don't try to find out how it go affect us, now if we come here, can't change narrative. We go come lie, make it balance well. We go be happy, but people will know the truth, don't know the truth. It go make them they fear you. It go make them they avoid you. No matter how Hanese Igbo project themselves, no matter how World Igbo Congress project themselves, no matter how Ayanyamanagbo project themselves, Obi Igwe and pastors and anybody, we have all practically failed the generations. Because we were moved when we should have spoken up. All of us don't fail our people. The time we will for talk, we no talk. The time we will for talk through, we keep quiet, make light they flourish everywhere. The time where we go put our life on the line, we run because we no one die. And so I know they exonerate anyone. But now where we don't they know the truth, which stand where we go, which position where we dey. People of Biafra, which position where we dey. Because when I don't understand what thing they happen. Attaching us and will say, this fire you light very close to the throne, it will consume you very soon. You don't start to, you light fire near the throne because you won't kill the prince and the princesses of the land. And now the fire done the burn, the princess and the prince, they're no day. And now I'm going to burn everybody. I no expect on her to understand, but with time on her go to hear. Now they cannot say no be IPOB member. So who be IPOB leader? He say no be leader. He say no be member. We are supposed to be shame by now. Our leader. Leader of which group now? When our shame never start to. They are giving us 10 million, 1 billion. Hey, we score 1 billion. Nigeria is telling the global community that they have a competent court jurisdiction who draws his strength and existence by dispensing justice. They pass that message and they score that goal. Hey, we are happy, we are gotten justice. Now the money they sweet you, the 1 billion where una no go see, How many people where the Nigerian army and police kill say we they do Biafra under the cano? If they begin sell their liver and their kidney, as some of unknown government they sell, oh my God, don't pass billion now. So that 1 billion under the cano own or na Biafra own. If na Biafra own, where our cashier, where our treasurer, where our financial secretary, IPOB no got anyone who none the cano sister na be financial officer, now I be financial secretary, now she be treasurer, now she be Okushi Ogo one of Biafra land. Go collect the money now. The ones who now they see where they die, they rot for prison, hungry they kill their children. So which one will they rejoice for here? I mean, why will they celebrate 1 billion naira? Remember what we they fight for? A pass gold and silver, the Biafra we fought for is that which makes money insufficient. We are fighting for a state of Biafra. We are fighting to restore the sovereign state of Biafra. That state of Biafra that makes silver and gold, that makes pounds and dollars, that makes money insufficient. And they're happy. Meanwhile, you know, check and say, guy man don't reject now. Now we don't cross our leg. We they observe, make we see how they go defend them. We they watch Nigeria, PDP agent or APC agent inside the corridor of power. We they watch all of una. You see, now don't they do unpopular, all of una. Because the people don't they know the truth. We go continue to tell them the truth. We go continue to tell them the truth. We go to give them fact and figure. Evidence abound. And then one day, the true revolution will begin. A revolution that you don't know who to bribe or who to pay. A revolution that will be led by invisible men. A revolution that will make them to burn down this Nigeria. And then from the ashes of Nigeria will emerge great and wonderful nation. Arewa shall rise again. Oduduwa shall rise again, and then Biafra shall return home. And I never get the point to the journey just the start. And so I ask you a simple question. Where your leader, our leader deny you now, say no be IPOB member. Say no day for IPOB, no to talk of being their oga. So which of our leader will not they talk of? And I want change the narratives. Make on change and now we dey here. All these things when they do, you know, they affect us. I know they affect Yoruba and our people. They affect. Let we go to the second one. Now, if we see say, they don't betray us, they don't deceive us, they don't manipulate us in the name of Biafra restoration, how do I think say it go affect us? All this wayo, all this deceive. How not say it go affect people of the south? How not say it go affect relationship between people in the southeast? How not say it go affect Biafrans in general? When we they do what we they do? Now people say it they within a circle, a pro-Biafran group. You go beyond that. We stand between the living and the dead. We they speak for people who don't die. We they speak for people who they are alive. And now we they talk lie. People for southeast, some of them they support the lie. They say, it's our brother, we have to defend our own. No. My dear, understand your position. But when you defend that for public finish, if you come hotel and say you do bad now, I never see any genuine leader for Southeast will come out openly and tell on the Kano say you they cross your boundary. Now only WhatsApp group then they send and they go. I never see them. I never see them. The ones who manage to talk, you go no say waiting that they do now to now we prepare go back our house. Tell us say this is the way we did do. We need your support. We need you to join us. Give us voice. We know waiting in Baka tell us. Even that period use and do broadcast. Say until you see politicians, big men, movers and shakers hitting the street that they are looking for Biafra. Say we be riffraff and miscreant, the Biafra know they come. But today, now they cannot buy anybody off. If they no agree sell, then buy you. If they no fit buy you, then sell you. Anyone they want to have their way on the expense of anything at all cost. So maybe they don't catch them, they don't threaten them. Then all of us are, hey, he's my son, he's my son, he's back. You have to go to high court. They are waiting for you. And so genuine Igbo people will sit back and say it's unbecoming of us. It's not fair. This is not the time to shield gossiper on this platform. I'm not saying on the Nigerian setting. Dr. Kado is a testament. Obidio Benu is a testament. Ikemefo is a testament. Let me just leave these people here. If I call other genuine people in the DOS, tomorrow they will expect them. Oh, Saboto, I hail you. I expect them. That is why I don't mention them. If not, Christian can know the whole truth. But now, even as I call her name, now she go the fear. Hey, Judge ONYIBE want to expose me. These people will kill me. Because the next thing, yeah, oh, Christian Eka is sinful. He has sold money. They have paid her. No be only waiting IPOB Sabidu. We don't call on the Kano and say, brother. In one of my conversations with them, a carrier audio can't give me audio of OK foreign, Yahoo. Audio where I use get conversation with them. Audio when I use talk to many people. Criminals. Where they want shut me down, harass me. I fire all of them back. Very painful, very bitter response I give to them. They just carry on sharp. They go give to Nandekano. Nandekano forward and back to me. Judge ONYIBE, I don't understand you again. What is all this audio that is flying everywhere? I tell her, I say, Nandekano, I don't expect you to understand me. Because I just don't understand that all the audio flying around about me, you never considered any of them to respond to. Now I don't respond now. You don't remember, say you don't understand me again. And now carry all their audio of conspiracy and now forward and back to Nandekano. I be my fool. Una no know. We not tell on now. We dey corner. The brother no be so. Brother no be so. You are jumping too high. You will break your leg. Oh, brother no be so. Now I don't they deny you. In that they deny you, very soon you go deny Biafra. Make una get ready. Very soon you go deny Biafra. It's unfortunate say you open your eye, you deliberately lead our people to their death, and the zombie and mugu they will no waiting they happen. They see they just you no get sense unwenguche. Kirone unwenguche we monu ye me. O menu we monu ye me sinin di me no ya no reckon we ma. And so whatever you are doing, have you considered how it will affect our people? You think everybody in the southeast is a dumb? Everybody will go to their house. They will see the truth. They may support your propaganda in the open. But now, that truth which they believe, that truth which they can bear concrete testament, evidence, they have evidence about its originality, becomes the original idea and value of a people. I don't know how go use talker. You see, when people go back, they can analyze something will concern a particular something. When they analyze and finish, they go say, oh boy, the truth be saying, I saw it be. That conclusion of that way they don't think well become the value. Now I go place value for that way then discuss. If I come and say where I come from, we know they betray ourselves. We just say we no get gossiper. We just say we no get Yahoo. We just say we no get Ashawo. They say we no get different kind of people, all of them dey. But if you dey do am, you dey for your own. It no be our character. Now you know where you for bring and come. Now I make away some papa discipline their children so take for my play. They go call their mama, Nankechi, Elebekino Mohane Mungwan. Where did you bring this charge for me? Because these characters are not in my character. I think they get that now. So Igbo, when they sit down, the people of the southeast, when they re-evaluate inside bedroom, they go tell their pekin, oh boy, our people don't change you. We don't get Igbo haram now. All courtesy to Nnamdi Kanu. And it is sweet you. No worry. Check southeast, check Ijaw people, check Niger Delta. You don't see them cross boundary, go touch civilian. You don't see them cross boundary, go break their things. You don't see them cross boundary, they do warlord for themselves. I think Sassari and Ateke get enough reason why they go set Kalabari or Kreka and the rest community for fire. But then they respect themselves. If you come out small, then go codedly cost themselves. You know, go no. Topolo go say, "Na me be the latest champion. All of them must come cook banga soup for me, or I go blow on our head." No, all these people understand coordination. The one will lose guard completely. You know, sabi coordinate himself. You know, see as they mess him up. May he so rest in peace. At the talk of Don Juan. May he so rest in peace anyway. In trust without evaluation. The same way those who died without re-evaluating, may they so rest in peace also. You don't check and sit down reason well. This thing now where they happen for southeast. All of us start Biafra. Igodo Biafra, Agada Biafra, Edo Biafra, Igala Biafra, Ugodomi Godo Biafra, everywhere Biafra, Idu Biafra, the latest Biafra. Then all of a sudden, now they can't change, it become Igbo Biafra. Now, you don't check how people of South they reason them. I don't tell you many times. They say, no, they are not serious. Don't mind them. Delta State contribute money to buy their transmitter. That's okay foreign. The money, view. They tell you say na George ONYIBE chop am. Edo State contribute money to buy transmitter. Also Sophia. The money, view. Anywhere where money dey for transmitter, you go see bright image here. And then they look for who then go spoil in name. And if you worry, if Delta people no get transmitter, if Edo people no get transmitter, if transmitter no dey Bayelsa, if transmitter no dey Cross River State, if transmitter no dey for Akwa Ibom State, how then go use no wetin una dey talk? How? But somebody somewhere won't run some people down. And when they say, why we know they make do? Why things no they happen? People know they hear. As we they talk here, I know say many Biafran we're supposed to they hear this broadcast. They know they hear them. But we go continue to they talk, and I pray make una do the needful. All these things now Okom, Mazi Paul Okenkwo, Okom. Now the Igbo people where they reason. He can't come and say, your people know they hear all these things where you they talk. I need transmitter to be there. Small one, how much? I said that smallest one. Everything fee be like 140 something thousand. It's okay. I go give you 100,000. Make una complete and put one for Abo. No be me hold until today. We dey for go do. Now tell and say only me no go hold this money. Because now public money now. Now our money now. I can't bring in Anyoma defense people inside the forum. Put Paulo inside this forum. Say, this man give us 100,000. Oh. He say make we complete the money. Oh. Make we mount transmitter. Oh. All the whole data people then catch fire. Which of Masasuchi? Erewa way bright then brainwash deceive. When I read, I don't deny now. All of them begin make contribution. Huh? All the data people. The moment they hear say money don't enter, trust the rabbi charge them. When they know say they no fit chop the money when I did there, then blackmail me. Now all this truth to all these people know. How do you say them go value you? How you say them go value you? Now don't check these damages. And then imagine when the whole Biafra go come. We dey wait for now the Canada time. When did they canvas? We are PDP. As I they tell you now, IPOB don't form alliance with many political party. Then they follow a backyard door. They colonize people. Because of what they don't do. They don't say if they don't follow politicians, they are evil. They don't know how to change the narrative. Now because they help them, they change the narrative for here. Why would they deceive our people? Now, what are they try to tell all of us this evening, BC? If you check all the evil things that don't happen to us as a people, if you check and where say we refuse to do something about them, Nigeria go consume all of us. We don't go pata be that. And we cannot allow that to happen. Make you understand. Now the head of animal, now there then they find the eye. Now where they sell us, now there we they focus on. Maybe you go feel know the truth. Now the point where they for sell us, now with the hammer. It is not your hatred that drives us. It's not revenge that moves us. It's just that we see multiple evil targeted against us as a people. And we certainly are very confused on how to go about it. So much to say that have not been said. So much to do that has not been done. And so somewhere, somehow, we need to communicate to our people. I'll tell you no lie at this moment. Now there where I won't stop on this evening. I've reviewed this broadcast later on. We speak English. Make I for here express myself well. So people where they speak English, then also beke, so that they get the sense, they comprehend what they try to talk. But mama and papa, things they go sour. The soup done they sour too much. No be to come and talk be the important. The implication of what you they talk. For our very eye now, our children then don't they become terrorists, and some of us they enjoy them. Unknown gunmen. Where this armed struggle, when this gun battle go start. When this gun battle go start. Yo, anama jogodo, anu mere une yezuri. Make us stop for there. Our land don't open. And if you get anything to say, advise our people. Make you call in and advise them. Because something they wrong go, plenty things they go bad do, and every day they unveil itself. We would advise on her. We would talk in such a way and be say no be everybody go understand. Make una use on our head. Make una use on our head. Bad thing they happen, oh. Bad thing they happen, oh. Who go tell you say unknown gunmen, ESN, go kill person, dry in leg, dry in hand, they chop them for this kind of time. All of a sudden, no Fulani S-men, no Miatiala, no Boko Haram. My guy, now freedom we want to. And one way or the other, we go get the freedom. Make we do the right thing. Make we do the right thing. The number don't open at this moment. The direct line when I feel call now 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. And our WhatsApp number na 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. If you don't forget this number, you feel call through my own private social media platform and make your contribution. If you fit, you call them and make your contribution. Because many things, they go bad. Many things, they go bad. Make we not let anybody deceive us. Make we not let anybody mislead us. And make we not deceive ourselves. Our line don't they open, like I say. Make your call and make your contribution. Don't forget to let our people know wetin dey happen. Try to get your people to get access to this very platform where dem go dey hear the truth. Many people they follow the fight how we go get Biafra. I tell you the truth. Make you join them. Some say then they look for devolution of power, regional autonomy. Then they look for many things so that life go better for our people. Join them. This will be your last defense outpost. If you know waka on time, I don't know now so it go be for the end. But God no go let us see bad thing. And they come back very soon. We could not go anywhere.
We need a freedom, we need a Biafra restoration.
course, we are inching closer to the end of this program. The truth cannot be overemphasized. A lot of conspiracy going on. We need to ask ourselves, where will he lead us to? Where will he lead us to? I'm joined by our dad in the Lord at this moment, Mazu Binu. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Good evening, sir, from here, and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon from here, my brother. Thank you for what you're doing. I was singing along with the song that Chukwu Kikelbia Manoya. Chukwu Noya. So I'm not questioning if he's there. As those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion that can never be shaken nor moved. That's what it is. We trust in the Lord. We are not gods, but we trust in Him. That the enemy must be put to shame. And when I say the enemy, it's a plural, because there's so many in form of all manner of things right now, waging war against God Almighty in the name of freedom. But I tell you, my brother, those enemies shall be brought to their knees. It doesn't matter how long they gloat, rejoice, or make noise. It's going to be for a little while. And the children of God will witness victory. As you know, my reverend, the Philistine army are usually loud and noisy. But I can tell you that most of the time, the victory belongs to God's people, God's own people, God's army. I will say good afternoon from here to all Biafrans who are listening and all lovers of freedom. Good afternoon to all of you. This is my afternoon. I don't know where you are, but this is my afternoon. It's another day that the Lord has made. We have come again to continue on this message of hope, the gospel of the restoration of Biafra. No watering of anything down. It's going to be complete truth, because the only thing that will set us free is truth. It doesn't matter how we massage lies to make it truth, but the truth shall prevail. I know a lot of you who are really wise can understand what is going on right now. There's no telling. Nobody's supposed to be telling you what is going on, because it's clear, it's apparent that the Leviathan, the Ebelima, the criminal of our time, have wasted a lot of our people's blood. Our brothers and sisters, their blood and everything on the streets of Biafra, even in Abuja, because I recall a few years ago that they were saying they are doing trials. A lot of brothers and sisters left home to go and support. They didn't make it home. Some of them made it to Abuja, and going back home, they disappeared. So many things has happened in the past. A lot of people have given their lives in the form of being shut down during demonstration and everything, thinking that they are truly out for freedom. And today, we witness the Leviathan laughing and scorning and spitting on their graves. God forbid bad thing. The whole thing is so childish. Even the so-called legal team, you can see them dancing in the courtroom. I've not secured victory.
That is one thing I don't understand. Do they still remember how many people that have died?
They don't. And
do they still remember how many people locked up across different cells because of this matter? And now their courtroom is the social media platform. They look to me like Nigerian politicians. The only difference I see between them, the difference I see between them is that one is stealing from the natural budget, and then the other is robbing us, wheelbarrow pusher, kekena pepper drivers. It touched me. But some of our people are saying, "Oh, a victorious walk."
Oh my God!
Go ahead, please.
There's no conscience. There's no more conscience. There's never had a conscience, because if there's conscience, this is not what we were set to do. But you saw them, the top-notch lawyers. Now we're open a court. Now I'm with a high five at the expense of so many people who have given up their lives. Even today, there are so many of them who were injured outside. You know? Yeah, but of course, I don't sympathize for them, because maybe I see no kokontike. Na no ife ni tofe. Na obona na agwa nti mo no ife egburi isi nti ese. Today you have seen it. It's no longer me telling you. They denied everything, including denial that they are not indigenous people of Biafra. But well, thank God for that, my Reverend, because we are the indigenous people of Biafra. And the last time I checked, we are still here. Apparently, what we have been saying about the indigenous people of Mazen Nandikana, it's true. They just have to prove it. Okay, he denied everything. Denial. And we're waiting. But that's, to me, I know that the entire script was written. Even what happened on ONYIBE today. 1 billion naira. We got victory. How much is 1 billion naira? 1 billion naira is what is being given to somebody that the Buhari granted 5 states, right? And he rejected. 1 billion naira now is more than the oil wells. They promised him all the oil wells and he rejected it. 1 billion naira. Now that's a victory, jubilation. 1 billion naira. Ifele mebukwanum. My brother, ifele mebugum. Man onwere ifome. Chineke ga-eficha ya anya. Chineke ga-efichapụ ifela. So they won't let him wear his clothes. The clothes they bought for him, the new clothes and everything. I ain't no zapata, no na DSS is na no si no me yipu na ta kwa no designer. Chineke na mela ye bele. So that's where we are. Shame upon shame. And they call themselves victors. The saddest part of all these things is just like you highlighted earlier. That all these men now jump out. Monday now force some of her to be part of the team that defends him. Monday have on the opinion. Everyone that is looking for political solution. I'm wondering where were these men just a couple of years ago? Because it hasn't gotten bad except for 14 months ago, if not just 15 months ago. That a non-state actor stole guns and everything and presented a security outfit. And today, oh, that we are no ready for me. That we are no ready for me. Chineke ka nji agba ọnụ niile na-ekwu ife a iyi. Ọ bụrụ na ile ọnụ aha si na o nwere ife ome, ọ ya adapụ maka apparently unu kpuru isi even in the wake of yesterday ụmụ nwaanyị na-ele tomato akọsasị ife na-ele in the name of sit at home. All of you, for whatever, is now suffering from amnesia. None of you remembers nothing. None of you remembers Chicago. The very noble man that had a drama of ESN and a non-government was eliminated. The young man that came for gubernatorial election in Anambra State, that we got confirmation that was kidnapped by the ESN and killed, is no longer for me. And so many other people, but the ones that were drafted to go inside the bush and transform to cannibals. For me. You all witnessed the bombings in Olo. Our mama, the setting of fire in Ihala. Our mama, and so on and so forth. For me. Odibo, the incitement. And we care. We can consider yourself dead. So when for me, over 700 to 800 lives were lost in Obibo. So when for me, isi who were doing isi. Ye uwadonu nine mwezinu ono onu nine gado we no bona your judgment can rationalize that nobody for me. Ndị awara ọkụ na Mbaise kedu nke mma akọ Libya. But it's okay. We are watching. We will continue this message. Of course, you have seen that your intimidation and blackmail has done nothing to stop it. You are boasting and everything. For 3 months, I buy a good this and that. They'll fizzle out. It never stopped it. We are still here. We go nowhere. According to my reverend. So we will not go nowhere. We will see how all this unfolds. Mandina will save you, all of you. We will see how this wickedness will be a thing of glory. unless the Lord is not living. But I do know he lives. Unless we are not serving a living God. My Reverend, I want to thank you for what you're doing. And what if again, Chineke? He will continue to bless you. He will continue to keep you. He will continue to let his face shine on you and your household. And he will preserve you until Biafra comes and beyond. Now, Biafrans, if you so desire freedom, I've asked you to disengage from Leviathan, disengage from all these shenanigans. Make yourself available for Biafra National Alliance or Biafra de facto customer government or BNA or BNC. Whatever outfit you're comfortable being a part of. One thing we have said here is that we have reconciled. We are not fighting one another, but as long as we do this, we must come with truthfulness. Because that's the prescription for freedom. There's no two ways about it. And also, we must come with humility. But in all this, we are also willing to support any move that will put an end to this Islamic contraption of Nigeria. In other words, I'm encouraging us also to consider what the Ninas are saying. Consider it right. The main thing is for all of us who has been pocketed in this contraption to take up what we need to take up. And come together as people of common interest, be you Yoruba, be you Oduduwa, be you Benue, or whatever you may call yourself. Lower Niger, Middle Belt, Benue, whatever. Let us all come together. Edo, you are part of it. You've been suffering. Let us come together so we can extricate ourselves out of this mess. NINAS is calling you. NINAS stands for Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliances for Self-Determination. These people need to enable for people to decide if they want to continue with this nonsense called Nigeria. That's my message to you this afternoon. My Reverend, I want to thank you again for the opportunity. Keep up the good job, and God bless you. All hail Biafra, and God bless the people of Biafra. There we
sir. Thank you very much. And that is the voice of Mazi Obi de Obienu. And of course, we don't expect everyone to understand what is going on from inception. But honestly, this is the time where you need to begin to ask yourself questions. This is the time you begin to watch out for the implication of our actions in time past. And of course, our immediate action. They all have consequences. And the truth is that the way people respond to what we are doing now differs. The way people respond to all this drama, it differs. You are bound to be misunderstood. Some are dedicated to changing the narratives, and then others are very manipulated. And so those of you who are emotional or choose to be sentimental, they will rip off your emotion and you will be rubbished in the end. We are coming home gradually, And I wonder what most of you will be seeing by the end of 2023. Because the fruit of that seed that was sown almost a decade ago, the fruit are almost ready for harvest. And some people who are looking for favor, some people who are part of the crime against our people from inception, they cannot accuse him, he's not guilty. Who told you? You that is saying it in your heart of heart. Who told you? Nigeria is guilty. Nandekano is guilty. All of us are guilty. And yet nobody is guilty. They just see a misplaced priority. First thing first. And the right thing must be done. And of course, at this very moment, I'll be winding up the curtain for this evening program. I appreciate Mazi Obidi who joined me and lent his voice to our people. Tomorrow is another day. We will continue from where we stop. Understand that evil is sustained when good men refuse to speak up against it. And that is one damaging effect of some of their reaction coming from so many platforms which parade themselves on the pavilion of leadership regarding the Biafran people. They say they are our leader. They see evil and they keep quiet. They massage egos of criminals. And then they tell the general populace to go to hell. And you see, we can't even differentiate when we are being humiliated, embarrassed, emasculated, oppressed by the Nigerian state. And when our own people are doing the same to us. It's unfortunate, I must tell you. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Good evening from here.
Program, Doctor. Good evening from here, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, my brother. I'm calling in to appreciate you. To appreciate all Biafrans who are listening to this noble program. The program to enlighten our people on what is going on in our land. My name is Uchenna Wokenko. I reside here in Atlanta, Georgia, the land of Martin Luther King, home of human rights. The reason we are here is not to cajole or castigate anybody. The reason we are here is nothing but the truth. My fellow Biafrans, my fellow lovers of freedom, one day you people realize what this station is telling you about the man you call your leader. You are looking at a Satan incarnate. You're looking at a man who has no conscience. You're looking at a man who has killed many of our youths, who have made a lot of women widows, who have made a lot of children fatherless. And you're sitting there praising him. I am crying as I'm listening, as I'm saying this, because I know the man you're dealing with. He's a deceiver. He's satanic. I'm not afraid to say it. But because any day you stop saying the truth, that day you deserve to die. You deserve not to live. You're giving glory to a man who doesn't deserve any glory. The glory only belongs to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the God of heaven and earth. Chukwu Okike, the one you call Chukwu, God. My brothers and sisters listening to this program, it's high time you wake up from your sleep and stop blaming other people for your own problem and allowing somebody to determine your future. Your future is in your hand, not in any man's hand. No man can speak for you but for yourself. You are praising a man who's a Satan incarnate. I'm not afraid to say Nnamdi Kanu is a Satan incarnate. Do you know his true name? You guys don't even know what his real name is. Let me tell you if you don't know. Nwanne Kaenyi Oku Kanu, that's his name. That tells you how much I know him. So my brothers, listening to my voice this afternoon, this evening, this morning, wherever you are around the world, your life is in your hand. Go back and sleep this tonight and think and ask God to open your eyes, to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Say, please, God, give me the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for me to know what I'm dealing with. You put your hope in a man and you say you worship God. You say you know God. God did not send Nnamdi Kanu. Satan sent him. Maybe to wake you guys up, wake Biafrans up, especially the Biafran Igbos up. The saddest part of it is our elders. After seeing all this killing of your children, you still went ahead to praise the man who has caused destruction in your own land. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama visit all of you. May the land of Biafra visit all of you. Wherever you are. This time around, God Almighty will take precedence over Biafra land. Whether you like it or not, it's not up to you. God Almighty is going to take preeminence in his own land that he has given to us, his children. So it's about time for all of us to wake up and realize that we are dealing with the extraordinary in our land. Means that we have a Satan that in our midst that we are praising to be our savior. And you call yourself, you say Jesus Christ is your savior, and you're calling another man to come and save you. How long are you going to be stupid? How long are you going to be foolish? How long are you going to be ignorant of your own self? It's time for you to rise up and seek the face of your Chukwu. Whether you call it Chukwu, you call it Amadua, whoever you call, seek the face. You are praising a man who has turned our children into cannibals. We are praising a man who has destroyed the economy of your land. So you're not ashamed of who you are now. Our forefathers will turn on their grave as we speak, as they see what's going on in our land. Our forefathers will be cursing each and every one of you that supports this evil in our land. That it will affect your children, and children. If you think you are getting away with it at this moment in your life by supporting this evil, your children will pay for it. Because the innocent ones has died thinking that they are doing the right thing. They didn't know that they are following a devil. that was brought into our midst to destroy us. And I pray that any of you, anybody in this struggle who has decided that money is more important than the life of his brothers and sisters, may the land of Biafra visit you tonight or before this year ends. You have the chance of repenting and ask for forgiveness. Because there's no forgiveness without repentance. And those of you who are afraid to die, who are afraid of dying, every man is bound to die. There's one thing in this life is what? You are born and you will die. Whether you're trying to save that life today or tomorrow, guess what? Eventually, you end up in that grave. All of us. You're afraid to speak the truth. You're afraid to speak the truth so that you don't want to die. Dare to visit anybody that covers up the evil in our land. Any man or woman who continue to cover the evil in our land. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama, God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth, visit each and every one of you tonight. Because he has not affected you, your family. You have not lost anybody in your family. It doesn't concern you. Go talk to those widows. Go talk to those children without their father, without their mother, without their brothers and sisters. Go talk to them and see what is going on in their life. Because of one man's selfishness, because of one man's egocentrism. Biafrans, it's not too late. I'm not pleading to you anymore. We are not pleading to you anymore. It's time for you to wake up. Wake up. You can't see evil and continue to cover it up and expect good things to happen in your life or in your land. It will never happen. It will never happen. It will never happen until we repent. Until we repent. Until we call upon Chukwu Okike Abiyama to help us. Not any man. Not any God. Not any other God. Not any nation. Not United Nation. But us and our Chukwu, our Creator. All power belongs to Him. Not to any man. He said, I will not share my glory with any man. And He will never share it until we repent. Because we are called by His name. We try to shy away from that. And thinking that a man will give us freedom. A man will free us from our suffering. It's never done. And God will not share His glory with any man. This is my own input tonight. For those who are listening, it's good for you to listen. If you hear this, share it. Because you don't have any more time. The time is not on our side at this time. Time is not on our side. Because Chukwu Okike has given us more time, a lot of time to repent. And we will continue in our evil way and following an evil man. That his name is Nnamdi Kanu. Or Nwanne Kenyi Oku Kanu. That's his real name. Until we realize that, we are not going anywhere. We'll continue to suffer. Thank you, my brother, for allowing me to speak this evening. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless you, to guide you, and bless every Biafran that will accept the truth in honesty,
Yes,
without
sir.
wavering, without being afraid of death. You're already in a death trap. What are you afraid of? So thank you, Diokpa,
Thank you very much, sir.
for God be with you
Thank you, sir.
and all Biafrans around the world
Yes,
that
sir.
believe in the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And of course, we are not in a hurry. We can only pray to the Almighty Creator to help open your eyes so you can see the truth. This, to some of you, this is entertainment time. To some of you, this is just the time for you to make your money. To some of you, it's about your blogger. You having fun. But let's hope you will be able to perceive the consequence of our actions on this very day. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Diokba Woma, sir.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, Biafra. Good evening to everybody and conscientious people all over the world. To those who sympathize in our cause and those who are supporting us, we appreciate your efforts. Diokba, just want to thank you again for this enlightenment campaign once more, and to those who came up here to call. I still remain Odogu Awele, and I'm from Anioma province of Biafra land in Delta State. So we don't hide where we come from, we don't hide our location. So I thank each and every one of you that is trying to enlighten me.
We don't change our name. We don't change our name to deceive our people. Go ahead, please.
So we thank each and every one of you coming up on air to re-educate these misguided brothers who have gone astray due to the lies and deceit of one Yokukano, because that's the proper name of that guy, which he used to register his private business. That is his proper name. Nandikan is an alias that he used to sneak in and sneak out. So I thank each and every one of you, Diokba, ONYIBE, Odu Ogene, Mazi Okuyanwoka, brother Ijele, and Blessed Dom, she's trying also. Our daddy in the Lord is that always come here, and Dr. Kado, who has been consistent for some time now, coming up with
the Lord is a broadcaster without a platform. We shall summon him very soon to the highest echelon of Biafra agitation. We need to investigate you also. Go ahead, please. Our daddy in the Lord is really doing great, honestly. He's a gift to this project. Go ahead.
Honestly, if I consider their age and how vibrant they are, and still care for our people, even when they are living comfortably where they are, I still honestly I appreciate them. It's not easy. So I thank each and every one of you trying to educate these our people who are following some fake revolutionary counter. They're not even freedom fighters. Starting from Shore, who is a career politician and revolutionary, and Deji who wants to these guys is simple truth, and they went after IPOC went after him. Now he has to deceive them to remain relevant, and now he's telling them that thing they want to hear: destroy your area. And his brother is in Cotonou. By now, you should mobilize his Yoruba people to go and destroy somewhere in Cotonou, but he won't. Or destroy Lagos. But he's not telling them to do that or lock down Lagos. He's not telling them. But he's telling you to lock down your own place. That if you lock it down, the federal government will feel it. And Mugus, misguided brothers, and I hailing him. Yeah, not saying the truth now. You are on board. You are okay. We love you. And these guys don't reason. Somebody is telling you brought in a stranger. These guys don't understand what they are doing. You brought your friend or a stranger to your mother's kitchen, and the stranger tell you, you see this your mother's soup, it's not sweet, throw it away. And you foolishly throw it away when you know you have not eaten. Then at night you go and tell your mother, mommy, mama, not mommy, mama, mama, I'm hungry, oh, mama, I'm hungry. But now your mother will tell you, what about the soup you threw away in the day with your friend? You say, my friend says it's not sweet. But now he will tell, okay, now go and meet that your friend to give you what to eat. Because you already threw away the food you were supposed to eat in the first place. And now your friend is nowhere to be found. He's busy sleeping peacefully in his mother's, in his parents' house, and he has eaten, and you have not eaten. This is exactly what IPONK is doing now through the help of DGs deceiving them. Do this, destroy it, lock it down. And with what happened, with what FFK did, because I will never forget, I won't forget it. This man was the one that sowed more hatred, that brought this Fulani agenda. Fulani hate you, hey, Fulani is this. He was the one that overhyped it, and this criminal, now took it over from him. Fulani Janjaweed. It was Fani Kayode that brought that Janjaweed. He was the one that introduced it in this 21st century, in this modern world in Nigeria. It was Femi Fani Kayode that introduced that word, and now now took it over from there and started overhyping it. I can't forget the day he wrote it. I still know the date. I remember very vividly. He overhyped it. Every time he go and copy from Kayode, that guy is not authentic in everything he do. He go and copy people. He twist it upside down and makes it as if he's the one that wrote the research. He's never authentic. He just behave like if the idea comes from him. When we know he copy from people. I've posted something, you want to copy it from my own, he copy. I copy a lot. And we put it in the way people would think the idea comes from him, of which he doesn't. So you've heard him today that he said he's not fighting for you, he's not your leader of a supreme leader, just as you call him. He has denied you today, and he told you to go to the bush. The better you leave the bush now, the better for you, because I know some of you are hell-bent, or normally some of you are misguided, some of you are kidnappers and armed robbers normally, so I know you will never leave the bush. Now that you enjoy human meat, you can stay there, it's fine by you, but don't worry, they will still get you. The Nigeria security will get you. Stay there. We can't save all of you. That's the most important thing. And I'm sorry to say this, but we can't save all of you because some of you are criminally minded. So we can't save all of you, but we know we can save some, but can't save all of you. So those that want to be saved, you should leave the bush. And meanwhile, some of those guys in the bush, there are 3 categories of people in the bush. There are some that are not they are not there on their own. Maybe they call them, come and bring this in for me, and they kidnap them and put them inside this unknown gunmen or their ESM bandits. And then there are some that want to leave, that when they realize that what they're doing is not what they bargained for, they want to leave, but they can't leave because they're head hostage now. Either you leave them when either they kill you or you join them. And then there are those that are criminally minded and know what they are doing, and they will continue to perpetrate that evil. These are 3 categories of people in that bush. Now, those that went there, they didn't know that's what they came there to do. Then there are those that went there, they know this is what they do, but they have realized that it is not what they bargained for. And those that still that know what they are doing and they will keep doing that thing, they are the ones that will not be saved. But the rest 2 categories are people I'm after, that I want to save. Please look for a way and leave the bush. Look for a way and leave the bush. There are a number of people here that can help you be reintegrated into the society. You'll be reintegrated into the society. Please leave them. Look for your contact. There are so many people that volunteer themselves. Contact them. So they will look for a way how to get your own pardon for you. Because you are, as I speak with you now, your reader is busy now negotiating for his own presidential pardon. He's busy there negotiating for amnesty. He can 1 billion naira. And if you that is reasoning, if you are reasoning, I'm directing this indigenous people of Nandikan. If you are reasoning, this is your reader that told you they gave me oil, they gave me this one. I said no. They gave me this one. I said no. They gave me vice president. I said no. But you want to kill yourself on top of our monthly dues. You want to kill yourself on top of monthly dues. Please receive sense and leave that bush. Leave that bush, and there are so many empowerments going on now. Contact any of our broadcasters, then they will reintegrate you back to the society. And so, to the extent none of the security will touch you again. These guys are hell bent on destroying your lives. They are deceiving you. If what they are doing is right, tell them to tell Simon to bring his son. His son is of age. He should bring his son down to Nigeria and join in the bush. That's what he should do. So that's it, brother. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Those who have here, let them hear. Quite unfortunate that the journey has not even begun. Your leader has denied all of you. Your leader has denied all of you. And I keep wondering, in your broadcast, who do you call now? Our leader, our leader, our leader. We're trying to guide you. The earlier you fall in place, the better for the people of Biafra. Okay, I'll come back to you. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Is that make it song for me, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, please. You're welcome to the program.
Hello? Are you in the studio now?
Yes, I'm on air.
Hello?
Yes, I'm on air and the world is listening to you. Yes, I'm in the studio.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello,
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Issue of Finland, the Ghana, how to come out the issue of Finland, the Ghana.
I should do what?
Nobody can learn the Ghana, nobody can learn the Ghana, nobody your program.
Go ahead. That is not possible now. That is the problem. This is your opinion. You are supposed to say it as if you are advising me, suggesting. But you are just saying it as if Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal who has sued all of us, including you. So you get out there. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal who has sued all of us, including you. Nnamdi Kanu Onyoshi. We know all of you. The point is, it is too late. Nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation of Biafra. Not under our watch. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. You have to call back after this caller because I can see you are not a serious human being. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Yes, I think I lost that caller somewhere, but let us continue. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. We have tried to patronize him in time past. We've tried to advise him, but he's not learning. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? I think, let's see. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Let's go to the line again and see what is there. Technical issue, but if I cannot manage it, and then I have to. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Dr. Okado, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir, from here. Loud and clear. Go ahead, please, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, ONYIBE. And good evening from here. Speaking is Emeka Okado. Emeka Okado is from ONYIBE province of Biafra land. My special regards to our comrades who have already spoken. They spoke well, and kudos to them. And may I use the opportunity to renew my gratitude to you once again for all your efforts. The conversation must continue. Well, it's important that we have to analyze the hearings of the court case today. It's pertinent to everyone that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu and the cause of Biafra. Because of the damages, his careless attitude and behavior has brought to all of us. As you can see, no matter the aesthetics that is being displayed by him and the cohorts, is to be seen as a process of shame to our cause. It's a shameful process. There's no way it can be turned to be a victory, though there's no victory at all. But we know that what has deceived us for more than a decade now has been our act of superficiality and lies. And why it is important that we must have to follow the court hearing, because it's important, is the fact that we must try our best to let our people, the Biafran citizens, know the truth. Because not following the hearing, it can be blackmailed, it can be obfuscated with lies, and the people might once again be deceived. And I know that one of the missions and mottos of the Biafran Human Rights Radio and the institutions that back it up, and Biafran de facto government, is that of to relay the truth to our citizens and show them an alternative approach and give them hope of restoring our beloved nation. So, being not ignorant with legal proceedings, likewise that of legislative proceedings, we might say that the process that is going on at Abuja against Nnamdi Kanu, on Nnamdi Kanu's case, is a complicated one, and the display showed by his defense today portrays that difficulty. It's not an easy task for them, because the motion that they filed today will prolong his agony still in the SS isolation prison for a month again. Because if not for the motion that they filed, the hearing would have continued, because the prosecutor and the court We are ready and prepared to hear the case. So why I brought in the issue of legislative approach is that the same thing that applies to when you presented a bill in the chamber of the parliament is similar to that of the court. The prosecutor and the court were ready to hear the case, but the defendant of Nandi defense weren't ready. Besides having filed an application for a motion, that doesn't portray their readiness. Because most of the time, when a majority party in the House, I mean legislative House, has a bill in mind that they feel they have to approve without putting into consideration the opposition party, they will share that bill and do it in a way that no matter what the opposition party says, they won't listen to the opposition party. So how will the opposition party react against such stand of the majority party, knowing that they have the number and that they can't do anything? They will apply the tactics we call obstructionism. So practically what the defendant of Nnamdi Kanu, the tactics that applied in the court today could be considered to be that of obstructionism. If you can see, no matter the euphorism that is being displayed is not in their favor, because you can see it prolongs his agony, his isolation for a year, for a month again. And obstructionism is that of filing a motion that may, that's the possibility that it will amend the counts that has been charged against him. If you ask me the possibility is so rare. It might be something of 10% or 20%. There could be some kind of adjustment of the amendment of the count, but getting it quashed or dismissed completely, the 15 that might be a dream, So, but I don't want to enter into that merit. So, all I am trying to say is that it is nothing like an obstructionist strategy that they applied, and maybe that could also be for the fact that they weren't ready to address the charges as the prosecutor were already ready to hear the case with the court. So the issue in question now is not only a matter of the prosecutor and the defendant. Almost the prosecutor is an observer in the situation, because on the part of the court has admitted the charges that it levied against the defendant. It's left to the court to consider the ground of the motions filed by the defendant, if what they are requesting is has any ground or not. For instance, it was for that reason, if you can see the prosecutor to mimic such application that was filed, that was why he was even astonished to mention that even in the application, one of the grounds for seeking the relief that they demanded in the motion was that Nnamdi Kanu denied being an IPOB member. So you can see it's ridiculous. But however, that is a question of technicalities, but we have to explain it to our people. As we said, the reason why we're making this explanation is important, and a sign of rule of law or justice that the court displayed also is that of acceptance of that application. As you can see, the prosecutor used the word magnanimity. That's the generosity, and it's supposed to be like that because as it also applies in the legislative chamber, when you present a proposal, when you present a bill in the House, if there is a motion, an opposition motion for amendment or a sub-amendment, whether that motion sounds stupid or intelligent, as a senior advocate or Oklahoma made mention, whether the motion is meaningless or stupid, they have the right that it should be addressed first before entering into the main issue. That's the count charges that is in question. So here too is a question of technicality and procedures. And why am I having interest in saying this? There isn't any reason of jubilation or still that shows you the complexity and the difficulty in which Nnamdi Kanu finds himself. The self-inflicted harm he levied against himself and the damages he has caused to the struggle. So that's the interest why we're saying all this. And it's important that they know one thing is maybe displaying what I mean, Lego regalia and all those things, or making aesthetical displays in the court to the lay people or lay individuals, and they should also be mindful that Lego scholars and other knowledgeable people are observant and following the matter. And that's why I find it interesting to say the little that I've just tried to say this evening. So I don't want to dwell so much on this. The point is that, as I said, it's a process of shame to our cause, and who has led us to this condition of shamefulness is Nnamdi Kanu. No matter all the all the pretense or whatever tactics, all the scam or the so it's a horrible, it's a terrible, it's a painful situation, however. So we watch out, and we are very attentive. We are watching out, and as I've already said before, it's a situation of prodigal son. We look forward that the rule of law should prevail. We're not here to display any anger or any this thing too, because a lot of things are in question. Rather, what we're here is to defend the image of our nation, beloved nation, Biafra. That's what we're here, and that's the interest we have in making all this analysis. So the issue in question is that while at the same time we should not neglect this, we must always project the vision and mission we have our people, because there are still hopes, a lot of hope for us. and genuine one. Because as we can see now, it's quite unfortunate that there is that popular feeling that the case going on is case for Biafra, but you can see that it's not at all a case for Biafra. It's a criminal case for an individual, a dubious individual. We have to bear that in mind. So the point is that, and that's the reason why we owe the duty to ignite the genuine hope for the restoration of Biafra to our people. And the last means that we can do that is through civic education, which is a complex phenomenon that we must have to invest much to see that our people understand and do the right thing at the right time. Because everything in life goes with time. Timing is important. So in this case of civic education, we must be very, very timely to do the right thing. And then you can see when we were saying about the issue of statehood and nationality, about Biafran citizenship, in fact, and customary identity, and Nigerian nationality or citizenship by political identity, you can see it has its relevance in the case that we have had or we have followed today in the court concerning Nnamdi Kanu. You can see that he is standing this case as a Nigerian. Did you hear any issue? Even you can see that there isn't any challenge or any motion against maybe saying that he's not a Nigerian citizen. Because that has been what I mean. He has been saying a thing and doing another thing. There isn't anything wrong about that. But why I'm saying this is because of his station he has done that has misled many youths to die in vain. Though I won't accept that, because all our youths that died because of the bad education we have given, they're all heroes. We must accord respect to them. And because though ignorant of law is not an excuse, but in this case, they have all the reasons why they should be considered. So the point is that, why I'm coming to that point is, the truth, the Biafran de facto government is saying now is that our citizens should please wake up and not be deceived by criminal individuals. You are a Biafran citizen and you are a Nigerian citizen. There isn't anything wrong of our having dual citizenship in that country as we have chosen. There isn't anything wrong. It's legal to do that. But the point is that we have to understand very well, because there's the possibility to have dual. And then, as I've said before, a reality can be made up of two extremes. That's duality in that sense. Two extremes can make up a reality. Something, consider a person. In a person, there's a good aspect and bad aspect. That's what makes a whole person. So that's how life is. So, fellow citizens, we are Biafran citizens by fact and customary identity and Nigerian citizens by political identity. We have to depart from that because it's a important background. Why it's important background is because this will be what will motivate all of us to participate effectively in the registration of voters so that we can elect the right people who will effectively govern our territory. And that translated in another way or an indirect manner means obtaining our restoration. It means that if we are able to have effective governance of our territory, that's the meaning. So, and we can obtain that objective through the ballot without even throwing a stone. So all that depends on us. It is possible. It doesn't, the language we are using is simple. It's as simple as the language we are using. It's not complicated. We are not telling you to go to the bush or to kill anyone, nothing like that. Because as you can see, before the institution of Biafran de facto government, they departed by first conferencing or by first instituting and approving a governance code. And one of the fundamental law in this governance code is the condemnation of a death penalty. That's one of the core law in this governance code. The government of Biafra condemns death penalty, meaning that the fundamental philosophy of our people, of beauty of life, must be upheld no matter the situation. All of us are witness on how this fundamental value has been damaged through the erratic messages of Nnamdi Kanu. We must try our best to remedy the situation, and that's what we're trying to do. So the point is that the powerful instrument we have now is that we must have our voting instrument. The data already available doesn't reflect so well in regards to southeast zone of Nigeria. I think from the statistical evidence of new registered voters, one of the least zones that have had a poor registration of turnout is the southeast. There must be a means. We must do everything. It must be a collective effort. But we have to say that we have to mobilize by using different means and instruments to see that we sensitize our people. While, fortunately, I would have to say the south part of Biafra land is doing well. At least they have the very interesting and encouraging from the data collection that I viewed or evidenced. But the one that is so poor is that of southeast. So the energy we have now should be directed to that direction. Along the side, we have to engage in conversations like the ones we have engaged this evening. It goes with that. So the boy that called last, he knows his intention, but however, when Human Rights and Freedom Radio, that's his opinion. But the principle of this media is that the truth must be said. So the conversation must go around, and then we must have to embark on this important mission and vision. And with our minds and ways, and with great hope. Remember, hope. What the religious experts call struggle, they call it hope. When you see any religious expert, or what I mean, a religious person or a priest saying hope, he or she is referring to struggle. So the hope we have for this restoration relies on application of democratic approach. And this time, it is that of civic education through representation and participation. I would not be tired to say this, even if it means saying it every day. Our Deputy Chancellor has been able also to outline some of the information that will be useful, but as I said yesterday, we must have to translate them in a way that it can be well understood and followed by people. Something like famous biometric data collection centers, we must make it to be popular and be known to people. How to fill most of the needed forms before going to the center. We have to mobilize people that can do that, mostly for people that are not lettered. So we have to do this, and necessary logistics, because we can no longer live on denial of our Nigerian political rise. That was a deficit we have had all these years. We didn't understand the message. The first president of our republic, His Excellency Odumegwu Ojukwu, the message, the symbolic message he left, we misinterpreted it. When he founded ABGA, that was the message. Though it was, many might easily say, what has ABGA been able to do? That's not it. Because if you can see now, within this democratic dispensation, the hope, particularly the Southeast, the rise in hope that we have had, or that is now alive within is the success of ABGA in Anambra election, and how we wish that such will replicate in every part of Biafran territory. So we have a lot to do, and as I said, in line with our focus, which is the satellite and vision we have, we cannot do away with conversation that matters and conversation that borders on why we are still here today talking about this and not having moved forward. So it's obvious we must continue with that conversation. So Dr. ONYIBE, I thank you for giving me this opportunity once again tonight, and I do appreciate you for all your efforts. Always believe that you can count on us, and I do count on you.
Thank you very much.
So from here in London, I am saying good evening to you and good evening to all our listeners. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, our intention, like has been stressed on by Dr. Okado and of course other callers. The message is clear. We just need to reorganize ourselves. Not just reorganizing ourselves, we need to go forward. We understand those who are playing games, causing distraction, confusion, in order to misplease or to catch the people off guard. We cannot allow anybody to deceive us, but rather we must remain focused. This is about a nation. This is about restoring a nation. This is about safeguarding the image of a nation. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Let us see how it go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Good evening from here.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Good evening from here.
Go ahead, please. You're back now.
Yeah, okay. Yes, brother, I want to thank you for what you are doing. I've been listening to the program. I mean, you guys are so wonderful. I thank you. I thank Dr. Wokenko, Mazi Obidienu, and Dr. Okado. You guys are superb. We love what you guys are doing to liberate our people from all these hello. Hello.
You're back now. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think I'm having kind of network problem here. I don't know if it's
from
connected.
my side. I will try to correct it, but go ahead.
So it's from your side, okay.
Yes,
okay. So so far so good. We enjoy your program. You guys are good. At least you are helping us to liberate our people. Our people are brain damaged to an extent that they don't even listen anymore. They all believe the fallacy, the stories. But I thought by now they would have been thinking and seeing things themselves. That it is no longer as they were told. We are talking about Biafra. Biafra has a war zone. What kind of Biafra is our children? No, that is not. So we thank you guys. You guys are doing your best to give this information to those Biafrans that are brainwashed, fighting themselves, killing one another, making the place uninhabited for people. So what's just because one person wants to reach himself and his family? But I thank you all, and they will begin to read the way they should listen. They will begin to understand that this is not the way. This is not the Biafra we promise our people. This is a Biafra even. This is not a nation. This is a catastrophe kind of place they want to bring in our in them. That is not the Biafra we are our young generations. It's not what I wish myself. neither do I wish it to my children. So I thank you all. Let me stand by and give chance for others to call in. Thank you guys. Keep it up. I appreciate.
Thank you very much, my brother. Of course, we are all in this together. Your ability to call into the radio, and of course, as a progressive-minded individual, let's say the truth. You are part of those saving the next generation. But there are millions of Biafran out there who know the truth already. For reasons best known to them, some reasons that may look justifiable, they see the truth and they shut it down. They won't say anything. But maybe on a very good day they say we knew, but it's not supposed to be so. They have ways to justify everything they are saying. It looks they are unaccomplished. But we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, loud and clear. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? Of course, I lost that caller. You were coming out clear. I don't know why you have to cut it. But of course, we are inching closer to the end of the program. If you are able to connect back, we'll continue from there. But if not, my apology. There are good men and women out there. Intention is for the overall interest of our people. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. I will advise you when you call. Don't listen to your radio. Listen to your phone. In most cases, when you listen to your radio, there's a distance or difference between the frequency in terms of time that we each operate on. I'm somehow very far, about a minute differ from you. Can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Good evening. Stop listening to your radio. Focus on your phone. Stop listening to your radio. Your problem is that you're listening to your radio instead of your phone. So if you really want to have a conversation here, please stop listening to your radio. Listen to your phone. In fact, you have to move away from your radio because I can hear the sound of my voice from your listening device. And so that having been said, we spent quite some time. Let's see if I can still get this caller. Can you hear me, please? Yes, stop listening to your listening device. Just focus on your phone. Go ahead, please. The world is listening. I think this is more than we can control, and so my brother, I'm truly very sorry. I wish you were able to have this conversation. At this moment, I will have to draw the curtain. Tomorrow is another day. You can still come up with what you have to tell Biafrans, because it looks like something is really wrong from your own angle. Let us remain focused. Let us begin to piece the pieces of every event that have been taking place regarding the Biafra issue, and you will see the truth. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think this is one of indigenous people of Nandakano. That is how they behave. You see, when they listen, they can't insult you. When they listen, they cannot demoralize you. When they listen, they cannot get close to you. They just look for a way to, mess everything up. But of course, you are the reason why we are here. Our target is to make sure that will help you find your way back home. Because most of you are gone already. And so, like I was saying, begin to piece pieces of information that is being dispensed to every Biafran from this platform and other platform. You'll be able to solve the riddle. Some group of Nnamdi Kanu followers came up some time ago. They say we are no longer Biafrans. You will see when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out, you will see that we are Idu kingdom, Idu nation. And some of you think they don't know what they are saying. They must have been pre-informed. No more Biafra. It is Idu nation. Then from there we disappear. But we are there before they start their journey. We cannot open every truth up for you now. Because honestly, we cannot ascertain how strong you are to manage those information until the right time. And so when you hear Nnamdi Kanu denying every charge count against him, including being a member of IPOB, including being the leader of IPOB, don't let it surprise you. It is to be expected. But then we cannot lose focus. We have lost our position politically. We have lost our position religiously. We have lost our position socially. We are gradually losing our position financially. Very soon, people will start relocating from Anambra, from Imo State, from Enugu to the neighboring state, so they can be able to do their business. Because somebody is telling you, you got to sit at home, you got to sit, and all of you got to sit at home. All the sitting at home, what did it take you? You sit at home, you sit in the bush, you sit in the toilet, you sit in the market, you sit in the heaven, you sit in the air, you do speak, everything. Where has it led us to? And there are on there, all of you who called in and made your positive contribution, I must appreciate you. Your presence has been an inspiration to what I'm doing. And I can only say, may the Almighty God continue to uphold all of you. Genuine Biafrans who has been misled, I can only pray that the Almighty Creator will help you come back to your senses. And those who are focused and determined to see Biafra come, may He keep you in good health. May He continue to preserve you. May your children and children benefit from the greatness and share from the glory of the sovereign Biafra nation that must surely be restored. Don't let anybody deceive you about that. The sun will surely rise again. Good night and God bless.
I learned from long ago what matters most in life, and now I think I know why one will fight to death when people rise against the helpless just for greed. They'll hope it lasts for long, but just in dawn of time, the sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Some people might believe that one can fight with this. When fighting gets tough then freedom will not come. In case you want to know what freedom fighting is, then I guess you'll have to go and search real freedom, man. The sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. The sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The dreams of yesterday will live on in our minds. In this our quest we know that men will rise and fall. When they try once and fail, they'll retreat and succumb. A voice from shadows say, son, heed this wake-up call. Strive hard to stand defeat, rise and stand to your feet, cause the stand out tall. Yes, the sun has risen, so the dark will have to go. The stars that